Now, Boston citizens are now free to leave their homes after almost 10 hours of being on lockdown. That's as the Massachusetts governor lifts the order to stay indoors. Let's now cross live to RT's Anastasia Churkina, who is in Boston for us. Thank you very much for being with us. Can you give us a basic idea of what's happening there on the ground right now? What's the situation and how did this all start?
Sean, the situation is definitely climaxing as we speak, or so we understand. Right now, all of the law enforcement attention, thousands of police officers, cars, ambulances, after hearing about a dozen shots fired in the suburban town of Watertown, just minutes away from Boston. Law enforcement directed all of their attention there, where it is believed that the possible suspect in Monday's bombings that took place at the Boston Marathon is hiding. We are hearing reports that the 19-year-old is possibly on a boat that's attached to land where he is hiding, and we believe that he's circled in by police right now as we speak, and the situation is definitely unraveling in this particular moment. We're waiting to hear any minute now whether or not they will be able to catch him and exactly what happens next. The questions that we're waiting to find out answers to is whether or not he might have a hostage, whether or not he might have devices attached to him. We are hearing reports about this, obviously, last night when the two brothers, the Tsarnaev brothers, were fleeing from the police and were involved in a car chase with the police and a shootout. The older brother, 26-year-old Tamerlan, was believed to be carrying an explosive device on himself, so concerns are that this could be the case with the 19-year-old brother right now as we speak, but certainly a very fluid situation, and we're expecting to hear exactly what happens, and possibly an end to this case will come tonight.
Now, Anastasia, you just mentioned the possibility of him having a hostage. We've also heard the possibility of there being gas tanks strapped to this boat, or him possibly having a device of some sort that they're worried, or a vest, a suicide vest. What do you know, or what can you tell us about the precautions law enforcement are taking in approaching the suspect, or about the suspect himself at this time?
Well, Sean, what we can tell you is certainly all options are being considered, and this person is being treated as the most possibly dangerous because of any possible devices he could have on him. We can tell you right now that law enforcement is obviously somewhat preoccupied to be confirming any information right now. So this is going to be something that we're going to have to find out the details exactly about how and what this man has on him in the minutes and hours to come. But what we can certainly say is that this is an unraveling situation, really seems to be at a peak right now. So what happens in this case next might be determined in the minutes to come.
All right, Anastasia Churkina, you are there in Boston where this all started. We know that you'll be helping keep track of these events as they unfold. Thank you very much for being with us.